Okay, from Hiroshima, My Love, we have this kind of new wave French romance film drama, which I think relating back to Henri's writing from the Critique of Everyday Life, we see it as quite a cyclical kind of story, and it's always kind of transitioning, even if it's subtly, which I think relates back to the idea of like everyday, and tying this in with the idea of memory is because, in my opinion, this narrator, especially the French female narrator, is very like reminiscent and reflective and quite nostalgic about the time. And she's obviously reflecting on Hiroshima and the time with her love, the Japanese man that she was in a relationship just before the bombing. At the end of the film, we obviously see how things can play out. I think with the reflective tone, which is what I focused on in these screenshots, it's here it's like you made it all up. And this is obviously put against obviously a baby that's been injured by the nuclear devastation of Hiroshima, which ties in again with the cyclical kind of portrayal we get through this film. The images, the vast number of bodies and people we see, which is contrast against the French women's like tenderness and retelling, and the subtle quick moments of them touching. We see the everyday story, not just for the two lovers, but for the everyday story of everyone suffering after this bombing in Hiroshima in 1945. So you're a long for a memory beyond consolation. With this, I believe there's obviously two parts of it. Reflecting the picture tells of the story of everyone else's everyday. They want to go back before Hiroshima. They want to go back before the danger and the damage that was caused. But for her, she's taking more of a tender approach towards the relationship that she had, and at the end of the film, we see obviously the two lovers don't end up together, and she's kind of faced with her reality of what's happened, and how she's not fulfilled now the way she was then, and she kind of longs to go back, and be with this lover that she was before. This idea ties in again with the tone of like being reflective, nostalgic, focusing a lot on using her memory, escaping her idea of everyday. We see obviously there's been an injury from the bombing of Hiroshima. They're trying to fix it. Their hands, protect it, seal it. And in a way, when she's reflecting here, contrasting against the despair and the pain, she's just as the illusion exists in love. We can see from this next one as well, the illusion you can never forget. It's again mentioning like the idea of like escapism and the transition, and she knows that life continues after Hiroshima, and she knows that this is the reality of every day, and like life goes on. But she doesn't want to forget her love. She doesn't want to forget what happened. And these stories, these pictures, tell that you can't forget what happened. The proof is there. The Hiroshima happened, and so much devastation was caused. Not just her kind of like losing her love and her relationship. For me, this really stood out. Just tying it in with memory and the idea of every day. Really, because it really stood out here. It's black and white, like the kind of emptiness of the picture. You saw nothing in Hiroshima, nothing. I think relates back to the kind of idea I'm trying to set of how the film's just like looking back, kind of like the memories that she has kind of just being like a good and bad dream. Obviously the good dream being that she was in love with this man, and she had all these good times and good moments and such tender moments, but obviously the bombing of Hiroshima did happen, and so much devastation and so much change was caused after this. It's just like the life that she led over there never happened. The feelings that they had never happened. They have to come back to the reality of their everyday and back to the reality of their lives, and realise they're not together, and things have changed, and like from the other images that we're seeing about everyone else kind of picking up and trying to sort themselves after this bombing, life goes on, and you know, it'll never be as it was.